Is disappeared, then some dark period of darkness comes. Just like with 3 times this happened after the disappearance of 6 Goswamis, after then just before the appearance of Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and just before the appearance of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, some dark period comes. Means like the 3 rivers, Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati flowing, but sometimes Saraswati you cannot see it, but it's still moving under the earth. So sometimes there may be not so much prominent acharya, but still bhakti is going on. So it said, we call them Prabhutraya because of the Pancha Tattva, the 3 are Prabhus, Sachinandan, Gaura Hari, Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita. These are called the 3 Prabhus. Because on these 3 are all Vishnu Tattva. We can put Tulsi on their feet. So these are called the Prabhutraya because Mahaprabhu's mercy, Mahaprabhu's mood, Mahaprabhu's potency that come in the form of Srinivasacharya. Nityananda's potency that came in the form of Narottam Thakur. And the mercy of Advaitacharya came in the form of Shyamananda Prabhu. So we call them Prabhutraya. So of these 3, then Acharya was Srinivas. He was considered like most learned, most expert of the 3. So one pastime Gurudev would tell, also when we go towards Ekachakra, there's one tree there. Still it's present now. And one day Srinivasacharya was sitting underneath that tree. Then there was one young man had just been married. His name was Ramchandra. Afterwards he became known as Ramchandra Kaviraj. So he had just been married and he was coming back. The dulal means the bride, the groom goes to the house of the bride and brings her back home. So this is like big celebration. So he was being carried by so many palanquins, so many soldiers, so many musicians in so much ecstasy. And they also rested near that place where Srinivasacharya was also sitting. Then Ramachandra, he saw this very effulgent sannyasi. So he had samskar, he went to offer pranam to Srinivasacharya. And in his usual charming Vaishnav manner, Srinivasacharya said, "You seem very happy. You think you have put a garland around your neck, but you have actually put a snake, a poisonous snake." Yeah, just relax. The place is still there. So when the husband and wife exchange garlands, and that's one symptom of marriage. So you think you put a nice garland, means new wife, but this is one black snake, poisonous snake. So Ramchandra was a little bit astonished. So he inquired, and from the mouth of Srinivasacharya he heard Harikatha. Then by that Harikatha he became so influenced. He said to the guards, everything who were carrying his new brides, "Take her home, take her home." It's a very extraordinary thing. Why? Because what is the qualification to give up all other material? We have many material responsibilities in this world, no? Deva Rishi Bhutap Nuinam Yakinkari Rishi Charajam Sarvatma Yaha Sadanam Sadanam Gato Makunda Paribrittakam. We have many, many responsibilities. Debts. No? Our parents who brought us in this world, their parents, all the forefathers rubbing their hands together. You owe us, you have to pay us. The trees who give fruits, the cows who give milk, the teachers who taught us in school, the devas who give sunlight, moonlight, food, water, oxygen, this body. So the living entity is full of debts. But how to repay those debts? Only by fully surrendering to Krishna you can repay everything. No, this is the definition of Bhagavatam gives of faith. Shraddha Sabda Biswas Kohe Sudha Nijas Choy Krishna Bhakti Koile Sarva Kam Krite. One who has the determination, I only have one responsibility. That is towards Krishna. I have no other debt. There is no other place I should give my seva. So when one has this determination, this is called Shraddha. No? But what is the qualification for that type of full surrender. Maybe if I fully surrendered to Krishna, I would be neglecting many things, like the poor girl who was just married, her parents, his parents, all society. What is the qualification to abandon all these things? So Bhagavatam very nicely says, the qualification is Vasudev Kataruchi, taste in Harikatha. What is the qualification to abandon karma? There's only one qualification, taste in Harikatha. I want to hear Harikatha. I cannot tolerate any impediments to hearing Harikatha. This ruchi, this taste, that is qualification for giving up karma. So Ramchandra was so much attracted by that katha, and he said, take her home. You could imagine the uproar. We cannot imagine. But that girl, she could imagine. That family, they could imagine. So he was very much determined. This is one-way ticket. Feet of Gurudev, Radha Krishna. So Ramchandra, very dear disciple of Srinivasacharya. Many stories are there. Therefore, Narottam Das Thakur, in one of his songs, he prays, this, what is that first? Kota Gele Acharya, what is that one? Jayanilo Prema Dana Karuna Prachor. He praying in that, no. He praying first. Missing the Acharya Thakur, that means Srinivas. Without the association with Srinivas, my life has no meaning. Whereas Nityananda, who is very expert, Mahaprabhu, who is very expert dancer, he's praying like this to all the Guru Parampara. And last, Narottam Thakur says, I want the association of Ramchandra. Ramchandra is like disciple of a godbrother. Why Narottam Thakur praying for his association? Narottam Thakur is so much senior. Because Ramchandra knows so much of the katha of Srinivasacharya. If I could get his association, then I could get so much katha. So many nice stories of Srinivasacharya. One time it looked like he had left the body. No visible signs of life with it. And some disciples were arguing, he's finished, he's gone, we'll do the cremation, this, that, we'll do the samadhi. But Ramchandra came and very deeply he looked, he understood, no, Gurudev has not left the body, Gurudev is in meditation, in samadhi. No. Samadhi means we forget everything in just one go. We had that argument about the samadhi of Gurudev with all these pictures everywhere of Gurudev's previous life. And when Gurudev was a baby, when Gurudev was a young boy, Gurudev meditating on Lord Shiva, Gurudev meeting his... But samadhi means you forget that. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur's. Purva itihas bulibu sakilan tumara charanadvai. Oh Krishna, I forget my past history. I just take shelter of your two lotus feet. So samadhi means that, forgetting the whole world, just fixing on one seva. So Ramchandra said, Srinivasacharya, Gurudev has not left the body, he's in samadhi. Wait, I will find out what's happening. And whatever happens, don't burn my body as well. Whatever happens, just wait. So Ramchandra also, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. He went into samadhi also.
We were doing the Ani.
Yes. Anyway, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened, but they both went into samadhi. Then Ramchandra went, where is Gurudev? Gurudev is there in Radhakund. Means Radharani had taken bath, then her nose ring had fallen off. So all other Sakis were looking for that nose ring. Especially when a girl marries, she gets nose rings, so it's very important to a married woman. So if Radharani returns home without the nose ring, big scandal is there. Big problem. So all gopis, especially all manjaris, astasakis, everyone were looking for that nose ring. Then Ramchandra Kavirajan, his manjari surup, he found that. It had fallen like in a lotus in between the leaf and the stem. So somehow he found that. And what did he do? He went and gave it to Radharani? No. Again and again we hear seva means anugata. How my seva will reach Radha Krishna only through Gurudev. And Gurudev will give to his Gurudev. Then that seva will reach Radha Krishna. And how Radha Krishna's mercy will come to us only through Guru Parampara. No, not I will directly jump to Radha Krishna's seva. So he gave to his Gurudev gave to his Gurudev, gave to Rup Manjari, who gave it to Lalita Saki, who gave it to the hands of Radhika. Anyway, so this took 3 days. Because in the spiritual world there's no time, so they're like 5 or 10 minutes, there's 3 days on earth planet. And meanwhile, all disciples was, now Ramchandra is also dead, we should cremate both of them together. This was going on. Some disciples wanted to perform the funeral. No, Gurudev, now Ramchandra said, no matter what happens, just wait. So then he came back. So Srinivas had this type of absorption. One time in samadhi, in meditation, he was offering a garland of malati flowers, very nice, fragrant white flowers. In his meditation, he gave to Gurudev. Gurudev said, you give that to Gaura Hari. So in his meditation, he gave on the neck of Lord Chaitanya. And the Lord Chaitanya was very happy. Then Lord Chaitanya gave it back as prasad. And when Srinivasacharya came back to this world, then he was wearing that same garland and had a divine fragrance. For many miles, people could smell the fragrance of that garland. So his Manasi Seva was so much realistic like that. Another time they were playing Holi. Holi is, Krishna has his group, Sakas mostly, actually only Sakas. And they're like trying to make disturbance for Radhika's group. But Radhika also have her army, of sub-commanders like Lalita Vishaka, soldiers like Rup Manjari and others. So this is very blissful. Actually throwing Holi means throwing rag, anurag, too much attachment for each other. So Krishna, like an intoxicated elephant, he wanted to get near Radhika to throw Holi. That time the Manjari is blocking over my dead body like this. So Krishna threw Holi in the face of Srinivasacharya in his Manjari suit. But so strongly it hit that his samadhi broke. And when he came out, then the body in this world was covered with all type of fragrance from Holi. So this type of absorption, very, very rare in this world. No? So that's why Manasi Seva, service by mind, is not false. Many people may say, not like the deity is as if made of metal, but we accept the deity as fully transcendental. This is like a mystery of Krishna's Shakti. Rice and dal are material things. We offer to Krishna, comes back as Mahaprasad, we accept as transcendental. So the mind is also material, like rice and dal, like metal. But when utilized properly, it can attain a transcendental nature. So the mind is also material, and general thoughts of the mind are also material. But high-class Vaishnava, also that mind also becomes fully transcendental. So this type of absorption we never heard, really, after Srinivasacharya, we never heard of examples of this type of meditation. So that's why all Gaudiyas feel so much respect towards him, so much affection. So this parampara of Ramchandra, these three were like one. Too much affection and too much close to Jiva Goswami. Sometimes we should understand there are 6 types of gurus. Like the guru who gives Diksha, this is Diksha Guru. The guru who brings us in spiritual life, the Vatma Pradaksh Guru. Krishna himself, Shiksha Gurus Chabhagavan, Shikipuchimoli. Krishna himself is the super soul. He is also one guru. No? The Guru who speaks Harikatha to us, that is the Shravan Guru. The Guru who may answer very intimate questions on spiritual life, on bhajan, that is the Bhajan Guru. So many gurus are there, but 6 types of gurus. But amongst them, Shiksha Guru have a very special place. That's why in our Guru Parampara, we see prominence of this process of hearing Harikatha. Our Parampara, we see is not a Diksha Parampara. This is not just Pancharatric Parampara, the Parampara of mantras. Srila Srila Maharaj would say, we are not a Parampara of bodies, we are a Parampara of conception. So this conception comes to us in the path of Pancharatric through Diksha Mantra. And this feelings, this, sentiment, this mood, this comes to us through Shravan Guru, through the process of hearing Harikatha. So we see our parampara, we call it Bhagavat Parampara. Bhagavat means the parampara of hearing. Like we don't know who is the Diksha Guru of Gokashudas Babaji. We know his Diksha Guru is there, but he's not given too much prominence. No? Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur Gokashudas Babaji Maharaj took everything from Bhaktivinoda Thakur by hearing Katha. even though he was blind, he would cross the Ganga every day and come at night time to hear Katha from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then Bimal Prasad, he knew Gokishnath Babaji Maharaj could not see. How did he come at night? Then Babaji Maharaj would say, some boy brought me across. Means Krishna Chaitanya himself would somehow mystically bring him across to hear Harikatha. No? Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Diksha Guru, he's not given so much prominence. But so much prominence is given to his relationship with Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So this is the Bhagavat, the parampara of hearing. So Gurudev's philosophy was that. Anyway, whoever your Diksha Guru may be, still we must come and hear Katha from high-class Vaishnava. And Gurudev would always give so much prominence and give, support to that. Even when I first came to Gurudev in 96, many people would ask Gurudev for initiation, and Gurudev would say, no, you take initiation from ISKCON. You just come and hear from me. Just hear Katha from me, that's all I want. So this Narottam, Srinivas and Shamananda all had their Diksha Gurus, but so much they got from Jiva Goswami, because everyone cannot be a Jiva Goswami. No? And through his Katha, that he gives so much nourishment, and through this the mode of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spread everywhere. So today we remember Srinivasacharya. So his Diksha Guru was Gopal Bhatta Goswami, but really everything he took also from Sri Jiva Goswami. So these three Prabhutraya are very important. So we always remember them, and remember what they established is this Bhagavad Parampara. No? Guru Maharaj would so much preach the importance of hearing Harikatha from high-class Vaishnavas. So, Sachinandan Gauda Hari Ki Jai, Shri Srinivasacharya Ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. So tomorrow is bus day, we're going to Yavat and Kadiravan, the place of Narottam Thakur, Lokanath Goswami, Kokilavan. Many places will go tomorrow, so be ready for that.